So one of the big campaign issues that everyone was talking about, particularly in the state of Utah, was how important the next Supreme Court pick is going to be. That person is going to shape maybe more than the president, right? This is our entire life. I mean, most of our lives, this person is going to be in power. This nominee, Neil Gorsuch, has been going through his confirmation hearings this week. Let's just kind of go down the line right here. How is he doing so far, and is this the person people were hoping for?
I think he's absolutely the person people were hoping for. In my mind, it was one of the finest picks that a president's made. I thought John Roberts was going, I didn't think anybody could get any better than John Roberts at a nomination hearing, but Neil Gorsuch is and has been amazing in how he has dealt with the barrage of questions. I think one day he was at the witness table for 11 hours. That's incredible. To watch the questions coming from both sides, the Democrats just trying to continue to get him to say something about how he would rule on a case, and his continued rebuffing of that, and then the Republicans, so that was comical. And then on the other side, as comical as the Democrats, was these softball questions that the Republicans continued to pitch to him. But he has been an amazing nominee, and I will tell you, I think one of the most moving things I've seen in a nomination process in my lifetime was when he said how much he loved his wife, and his wife actually came up and they embraced and gave each other a kiss on the cheek. I thought that was very, very telling about their relationship, and very moving and dramatic for a nomination.
Well, if I read right, I believe that he said something along the lines of, if I had been asked by the president to, weigh on a particular issue or guarantee how I was going to weigh on a particular issue, I would have walked out the door. And certainly has come across as, from what I hear from other people, very fair, even-handed, certainly very intelligent. And so it'll be interesting to see how it goes forward. It seems like when there are reservations, it comes over, how he may ultimately weigh on women's health issues. But as far as the questioning, seems to be acquitting himself very well.
He's smooth. He is smooth as silk, just as you mentioned, hours and hours sitting in that chair answering questions, and every answer almost better than the last. Seems so smart, so well put together. He's from Denver, Colorado, so you love the fact that he's a Western boy, so well educated, and for him, it's all about the law. So I hope and believe that he will be a next Supreme Court judge, and I believe that he was a choice that was so well made and so perfect, especially for the voters here in Utah.
Democrats going to be able to stop it?
No. They're going to try.
They're going to try?
And they've tried, but no.
Yeah.
Schumer says that he'll try, but even in some of his statements, it doesn't sound like everybody on the Democrat side feels the same way that he does. So,
yeah, so I guess there was one final point. Since people seem to be loving him so much, even some on the other side, are the protests really about him, or are they about Merrick Garland, the person they thought should be in there?
Well, they're about the changing of, the fact that Donald Trump got elected, and Trump has told some friends of mine that he thinks he's going to be able to replace 5 justices, which I think is,
wow.
Yeah, I think he's thinking is going to be full 8 years, and that, but I think 5 may be an exaggeration. He probably will get at least one more with Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But this is the changing of the fabric. That's what this election was over. And it was in their grasp to have a Democrat president who could then change the makeup of the judiciary.
Well, we'll watch this one closely, but certainly Utah is watching it. Thank you very much for your insightful comments.
Thank you.